Source of all things. One thing for certain, we would be unable to accomplish any earthly task or enjoy any earthly thing without physical bodies, minds, possessions, and talents. We indeed need bodies, intellectual and tangible nutrients, varied possessions, and spiritual gifts in order for us to exist, grow, labor, and increase in fruitful physical, intellectual, and spiritual growth. In giving consideration as to from where our existence and all of our possessions and talents come from, we are led to focus on the Lord God. We, by God's grace, are able to see and appreciate all of our being, our talents, intellectual knowledge, and our life being enriched with spiritual substance strictly come from the Lord. The Lord also gives us our own specialties to have our own uniqueness from even the similarities of one another. The Lord is truly the only good source for us of every good and perfect possession of our physical, intellectual, and spiritual being. Any good life sustaining thing and anything a person possesses, it truly comes from and can truly only be credited to the Lord God. The blessings to recognize the Lord and to enjoy that which He is and provides truly comes from Him. 1 Corinthians 4:7. For who maketh thee to differ from another? And what hast thou that thou didst not receive? Now if thou didst receive it, why dost thou glory as if thou didst not receive it? 2 Corinthians 10:12. For we dare not make ourselves of the number, or compare ourselves with some that commend themselves, but they measuring themselves by themselves and comparing themselves among themselves are not wise. 1 Timothy 6:17. Charge them that are rich in this world, that they be not high-minded, nor trust in uncertain riches, but in the living God, who giveth us richly all things to enjoy. Look to Him for all things. The great blessing we have from the Lord is that we can look to Him for all things. It is by His unfathomed, enriching grace, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding that all things do indeed exist. No matter where we look, in any direction, or involving any activity, we see the most gracious wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the Lord God, who truly is the provider of all good things. 1 Corinthians 1:4-5. I thank my God always on your behalf for the grace of God which is given you by Jesus Christ, that in everything ye are enriched by Him in all utterance and in all knowledge. God is forever pointing us to His faithful involvement in all things related to giving us life more complete and the performance of all earthly activities for good. We have for consideration the Lord God's loving and faithful guidance. We are able by the grace of God to see the evidence of the Lord God's hand in every life devoted to Him, to make our life great in performing righteousness and in leading us to give to our fellow man strength in the knowledge of the Lord is indeed from the hand of God. First Chronicles 29:12. Both riches and honor come of thee, and thou reignest over all, and in thine hand is power and might, and in thine hand it is to make great, and to give strength unto all. Job 5:9, which giveth great things, and unsearchable, marvelous things without number. Everything for life and life's function. There is truly a needy daily realization for all of us that we truly need the provisions of the Lord. The Lord has given us encouragement to abide in Him for our daily function and our service to God. Everything involving life and life's function truly comes to us from the Lord God. Daniel, as well as Joseph, we know as ones that truly demonstrated they fully trusted in God. They gave us a picture of them having full trust in the ability and leadership of the Lord God in their lives. Joseph and Daniel were given the gift to interpret dreams, as it has been so often in sermons heard. We have the so often repeated Lord God uplifting testimonies from the lives of Joseph and Daniel, and truly give praise and honor to the Lord God, whom is the giver of all good gifts. Joseph and Daniel, having learned to trust in God, knew and shared it was not from them the interpretation of dreams had come. Joseph and Daniel both lifted up the Lord God for being the very source of wisdom and the provider of all things. We benefit from our knowing it is necessary for us to accept and reveal. All good things come to us from the Lord God. The Lord God has the wisdom to bless us with peace in making Himself known to us according to His purposeful caring. Genesis 41:15-16. And Pharaoh said unto Joseph, I have dreamed a dream, and there is none that can interpret it. And I have heard say of thee that thou canst understand a dream to interpret it. And Joseph answered Pharaoh, saying, It is not in me. God shall give Pharaoh an answer of peace. Daniel 2:30. But as for me, this secret is not revealed to me for any wisdom that I have more than any living, but for their sakes that shall make known the interpretation to the king, and that thou mightest know the thoughts of thy heart.